Good afternoon, children. This lecture is for class 9th, chapter 1, civics. I have already uploaded 2 lectures on the same chapter 1, civics of our Indian Constitution. In the first lecture, I have introduced about the Indian Constitution, and in the second lecture, I have told you some of the points mentioned here, why we need a constitution and what is the constitution. This is the next lecture which belongs to the same chapter. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the preamble of the constitution. A preamble is like an introduction of the Indian constitution. When we have a constitutional book, whenever we open it, the first page will belongs to the preamble. What is the preamble? Preamble is like an introduction. It has a great importance, becomes the fact. It is not only decrease the form of the provincial but also main objectives of the Indian Republic. The preamble holds many words. When we see our preamble, it starts from "We the people." We the people of India. In Hindi, हम भारत के लोग. It starts from that. These are the words mentioned in our Indian constitutional preamble. Some of the words or meanings are mentioned in the Indian constitution. I am going to discuss. I will make that all the word meanings easy, by which you can understand that meaning easily. So there are 3 things in the Indian preamble. First one is source of the constitution, second one is nature of the constitution, and third one is basic ideas of the Indian constitution. Sources of the constitution means to say we the people of India, all are the source which belongs to the nation, and the nation belongs to us, and the nation is running through a book which known as the constitution, and we are all the part of the nation, and we are also following the same rule and regulation which are given in our Indian constitution. In the second point is nature of the polity. Polity, as you know, polity is the same synonym of civics. In the polity, some of the words are also mentioned in our preamble, like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. These all words we are going to discuss in this lecture. And in the third one, basic ideas of the Indian constitution. Some of the basic ideas are also mentioned here, like justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. We are going to discuss all these points. It is also mentioned on page number 4 in new book. So what do you understand what is justice? Justice means to say, in our Indian constitution, justice is equal for everyone. Anybody belongs to any caste, creed, race, religion, anybody belongs to anyone, the justice is equal for everyone. Means to say, in Hindi we can say, कानून सबके लिए समान है, बराबर है. Liberty, everybody has the right to do anything, whatever they want. They can do any kind of profession. They can be teacher, they can be engineer, they can do anything, and they can go anywhere. They can do anything. Third one is equality. What is equality? Everybody, according to Article 14, is mentioned also. Everybody has the right to be equal. In our fundamental rights, you will see from fundamental rights 12 to 35 the constitution. In our Indian constitution, part 3, fundamental rights are given. In article 12 to 35, these are all the articles which belongs to the people, and they gives us the right to do something in the nation, in a free India. So equality means everybody has the same right to do anything. If any kind of public opportunity is coming, everybody has the same right to just go and take the avail of it. And the same thing, now I am going to talk about the fraternity. What is fraternity? Assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. Every individual has the dignity to do something. This is known as, and our nation has also the fraternity, and this all integrity belongs to our nation. And the next point is, when our Indian constitution formed and it was adopted on 26 November 1949 by the Constituent Assembly. This is the date when our Indian constitution adopted by the Constituent Assembly. Okay. But some of the changes are also made in the 42nd Amendment. In the 42nd Amendment, 1976, at the time of Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. She made a constitution, or the Parliament made a constitutional amendment. In the constitutional amendment, some of the words are also added in our Indian constitution. These words were sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. These all are the words mentioned: sovereign, socialist, republic, democratic and secular. Now I am going to tell you about the meaning of these words. What is the meaning of sovereign? Sovereign means to say nobody has the right to just interfere in our internal matter. Mean to say we are a free nation. Nobody has the right, or the other country has not the right to just interfere in our internal matter which belongs to our nation. Means to say there are not any kind of foreign interference will be tolerated in India. So this is the meaning of sovereign. The next word is mentioned here, socialist. What is the meaning of socialist? Socialist means to say a kind of society. Everybody has the right to do everything, and this nation belongs to the social. Everybody belongs to the equitable. Equitable means to say all are equal in the eyes of law, and socially, politically, economically, all are equal. There are not any kind of differentiation, discrimination, partiality between the people. What is the meaning of secular? Secular means to say there are not any religion of the nation. The India does not contain any kind of religion. The word secular means to say the constitution of it is in the 42nd Amendment 1976. The word secular added in our Indian constitution. What is the meaning of secular? There is not any religion of the nation. What is the meaning of democratic? Democratic means to say democratic means to say the nominal, the head of the country. The president is the head of the country and he is elected by the member of MP plus MP. Mean to say we the people elect these MP and MLA, and MP and MLA elect our democratic head or nominal head who is known as the president, and we have also the right to elect our prime minister who sits in Lok Sabha, and he maintains he is the real head and he maintains all the functions and the rule and regulation of the nation. Okay. Now some of the words are also given here, like republic. Like republic I have already discussed. Justice is equal. Justice is given to everyone. Equality, fraternity, integrity. What is the meaning of integrity? It means that each and every part of the country is an integral part of the India. No one should play with the respect and the honor of the country. Everybody, as the nation, has given us a lot of things. The nation has given us fundamental rights. We have the right to go anywhere. We can do any kind of profession. We are free. After the British rule, we are free. In the same way, we should have also some of the, you can say, responsibilities for the nation. It is also mentioned in the integrity. We should not hurt the integrity of the nation. If anybody is trying to play with the integrity of the country, it would be amount of high treason. He will be punished by the judiciary system, or he will be punished by the police. So in this lecture, we have discussed some of the points which belongs to our Indian Constitution. In the next lecture, children, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will put a new lecture. We will discuss about the need of importance of the preamble. Why we need a preamble in our Indian Constitution? We will discuss about it. So your work is to just maintain this, study this, learn this. Whatever you are not getting, you can comment. Thank you, children.